And now, the East Westchester Corporation, maker of fashionable plastic fruits and vegetables for all your home decorating needs, brings you the continuing saga of a poor body repair shop heiress and an endless search for love and togetherness on The Gathering Dusk. As we look in on the Fillmore household today, Martha, the grammatically minded daughter, is awaiting the arrival of John, her fiancé of 10 longing years.
Oh, John, my love, I'm so pleased you've come.
As am I, my dearest Martha. As you have always said, you and I were simply written for each other.
Oh, yes, but as true as that is, we must be careful not to take our utopian relationship for granted, my darling.
Oh, are we in danger of that, my love?
Well, confidence breeds overconfidence, and overconfidence breeds neglect. Now, in a lawn, neglect breeds dandelions and ragweeds, but in a relationship, it breeds disenchantment and schism.
I never realized how fine of a line we have been walking, my beautiful Martha.
And it's just that sort of ignorance that destroys one's perfect bonds. At least that's what it says in the self-help section of this month's edition of Ladies' Carnival of Life magazine.
Oh, of course, I, for one, want to guard the idyllic attachment we have for one another, my lady love. But what can be done?
2 words, John. Couples therapy.
Couples therapy?
Oh, yes, that's where 2 people who make up a couple meet with a counselor to discuss what they like and dislike about each other and what they can do to draw closer to each other, physically, emotionally, and whatever other ways people are inclined to draw closer to each other.
Well, I am more than willing to do whatever it takes to save the bond of love we share, Martha.
Then it's decided. We shall start couples therapy.
Well, then I suppose the first step is to find a counselor.
Oh, I've already solved that issue, my dear. I shall serve as the counselor.
You? Oh, is it proper for one half of the couple to be the counselor as well?
Oh, I'm certain it is, John. And besides, it will save us a great deal of time. As the counselor, I won't have to guess what one half of the couple is feeling or trying to communicate.
Well, yes, I suppose.
Then we shall have our first session immediately.
Oh, of course, Martha, if you wish.
I fear you've just violated a very basic rule of couples therapy, John. The couple should never refer to their counselor by their first name.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that rule. I am so sorry, Martha, my dear.
There you go again, John. And adding dear at the end is highly inappropriate. You're here to fix your relationship with your fiancé, not flirt with the counselor.
Of course, I'm sorry, but what should I call you?
I think Miss Counselor would be appropriate.
Oh, yes, Miss Counselor.
All right. As the counselor, I suggest we begin our session with a few simple questions. Question number 1. Martha, what is it about John that you find the most bothersome?
Oh, that seems like a rather difficult question to begin with, my dear.
Well, Miss Counselor, the thing about John that I find the most bothersome is his avoidance of difficult questions.
Oh, well,
So, Martha, what steps would you like to see John take to fix this bothersome trait?
But, Martha,
I'm so glad you asked, Miss Counselor. The first step John should take is rather simple. He should stop avoiding difficult questions.
Well, I will certainly try.
Now, John, what do you believe is the one thing you do that disappoints Martha the most?
Oh, I assumed you would ask me the same question you asked yourself, Martha.
There you go again, John. That's Miss Counselor, remember?
Oh, yes, I again ask for your forgiveness.
Now answer the question, please. What do you believe is the one thing you do that disappoints Martha, the most?
Well, I suppose it would be how I routinely failed to live up to Martha's expectations. I believe that is very disappointing to her.
Oh, nonsense, John. Not living up to my expectations is what I've come to expect from you. I'm never disappointed when you do.
Well, Martha, that is like a weight being lifted from my shoulders.
I believe the one thing you do that disappoints me the most is how easily confused you get when I'm talking to you.
But, Miss Counselor, I don't...
John, you aren't talking to the counselor now. You're talking to Martha.
Oh, yes. I fear I got confused as to who was talking to me.
See what I mean, Miss Counselor?
Oh,
Yes, I do, Martha. But I believe I have a solution to this problem.
A solution?
Oh, what is it, Miss Counselor?
Yes, what is it?
I believe it would be best if John spends the next 2 weeks focusing all of his time and attention on you, Martha. Attending to your every need, attentive to your every word, and responsive to your every whim.
Oh, but that sounds a bit extreme, don't you think?
Who are you talking to, John? Martha or Miss Counselor?
Well, I'm not quite certain.
Oh, this is more serious than I thought. John, as your counselor, I must insist that you do as I have instructed. You must focus all of your time and attention in faithful service to Martha, your betrothed. Otherwise, I fear your relationship is doomed.
Oh, well, I don't want that. I will do whatever it takes to save the bond of love I have for my darling Martha.
Oh, John, I'm so glad to hear that. So you'll be at my side for the next 2 weeks, heeding my every word, meeting my every need, obeying my every command?
Yes, of course. I'm just grateful we caught this problem in time.
Oh, no thanks is necessary, John. No, wait. I do believe thanks is necessary. Thank your treasured fiancé and thank your skilled counselor.
Yes, of course. I want to thank both of you.
And now, let us begin the task of healing our troubled relationship. John, get me a cool beverage and a tasty snack. Then you can fan me while I sit in this comfortable chair and finish reading this month's edition of Lady Carnival of Life magazine. There's an interesting article here on being more assertive. According to what this author says, I need to be more forceful in my interaction with you.